Alright, so I spent all day yesterday finishing getting level 80 on this Death Knight, and then trying to get as much gear as I could from heroic dungeons to get raid ready, or as close to raid ready as I can on this Death Knight. And the goal was to make it into a Molten Core, and as you see here, we are in a Molten Core, and it looks like the tank just got yeeted off into the lava, causing the mob to evade. Slight hiccup here, but, not the end of the world. Yeah, I mean, they were like, it's 1 a.m. server time. For me, it's 11 a.m., but server time 1 a.m. The raid's like reset and the server shuts down in like 5 hours. So this is a absolutely super duper giga last minute group. We would call these demon runs on the US servers, and we'll see how it goes on the Chinese servers. This Death Knight, I got really unlucky. I did 15 heroic dungeons and managed only 3 pieces of loot from the dungeons. So then I had to get, a reasonable amount of gear, I had to buy some stuff, some POEs, and use some reputation items. So the gear isn't ideal, but I'd say it's pretty good considering we did this in 2 days, 2 heroic dungeon lockouts. We got Spike Titansteel Helm, Gold Amulet of Kings, Savage Serenite, Cloak of Bloodied Waters. You notice the stuff is actually enchanted too. Reaper of Dark Souls, Sigil of Awareness. We got an Incisor Fragment, one of the few items we actually got as a dungeon drop. Verdungos and hand Grips of the Savage Emissary. And then I'm playing a Frost build with Disease, Frost Strike, Obliterate, no Unholy Talents, 56 Frost, like that, and Blood Talents 15, 2, 3, 5, 5, and that's what we're doing. I am trying to do as much damage as I can, and now that I'm almost done yapping, maybe we'll be able to do a little bit better damage because I can pay more attention to the game. So let's do it. There's a group of almost all Chinese players, so it's hard for me to communicate. I usually have to use like translation software, like ChatGPT, copying the game chat out and pasting it in and hitting the translate button and things like that, or Google Translate sometimes I use. But it's good. Do we get an overall? No, I'll probably just leave it on the, per encounter thing. But yeah, really what we're hoping to do is pick up maybe a couple of tier pieces if we can get them on the cheap. A Brutality Blade off of Garr would be extremely good. I think that's like the only good weapon for me in here. A Quick Strike Ring would be sweet, but maybe not something I'm gonna spend for. Like, this is a GDKP raid, so the items are sold for gold. Highest bidder gets the item, and then all the winning bids are collected at the end and then distributed, like, to the raid members. Uh-oh. This is not what we wanted to have happen. Some people are dying. Okay. Pretty good. Actually cranking. Look at that. Simonizer tops the damage meter on Rogue. Simonizer about to top the damage meter on Frost Death Knight. We'll see. Why am I in Blood Presence? That's just how it works in Wrath of the Lich King. This is the Titan Reforged servers. Some people might not know. Titan Reforged servers are based on Wrath of the Lich King. Like, it's essentially a Wrath of the Lich King server, and then the changes are that they took all of the vanilla raids, Burning Crusade raids, and the Wrath of the Lich King raids, and they scaled them all up to be level 80, 25-player raids, and then they scaled up all of the items and, like, redesigned the stats so the stats are relevant for level 80 characters. So Death Knights trying to do damage in Wrath of the Lich King, they use Blood Presence. It gives you 15% increased damage dealt. There's a big Howling Blast. Basically, sometimes you use Unholy Presence for damage output. Typically, you just use Blood Presence. And then Frost Presence is for tanking. The talent specializations are like Frost and Unholy are typically the damage dealing talent specializations. And then Blood is typically the tanking specialization. So the presences and the specializations, like talents, don't really match with what their function is. Oh, I have a cooldown on Owling Blast. I didn't remember that that was the way it was in this version. I'm used to Miss of Pandaria Frost Death Knight. There's no cooldown on Owling Blast in that version. Two people, three people dead. Fan of Knives, Blade Flurry. Let's peep this rogue. Do they have Titan Steel spell? Okay, they might have switched back. But, like, that damage is really impressive. It makes me think that maybe they switched into a Titan Steel Spellblade here. And then they've already switched back to their regular gear. Ooh, we can do Elemental Sharpening Stone, too. That's good. Frozen Orb bid? No, thank you. Ask him? No, Nico, it's not worth the trouble of, like, the translation back and forth to find out. Take Note says, hope you have a great raid, Simon. Oh, shoot, we got Take Note, the legendary warlock in the chat. How's it going? Take Note, we got some scuffed-ass gear, but hopefully my 15 minutes of practice on the target dummy has allowed me to remember what I'm doing enough to play good enough and deal good damage. Are we going boss? Nope, we're going hounds again. Okay. 1, 2, spread disease, Owling Blast. Did I just build up my runic power here? I don't know, my opener usually has too much runic power anyways. I think it's about to be boss time. I'm a little afraid because I don't have Vanish or Tricks of the Trade here. So I'm kind of worried that I might pull Threat. Here we go, boss is in. What the? Okay, there we go. I'm mind controlled again, and I'm killed. Well, I don't think there's much I can do about that. I got mind controlled twice. I trinket removed it once. You know, I can't trinket remove it twice. Maybe I should have just stayed away from the protectors and focused Lucifron. Because I'm pretty sure the Dominate Mind goes on the closest target. So if I'm meleeing it, I'm much more likely to end up being the guy who gets mind controlled. Dude, they're just spamming Dominate Mind. What the hell? Well, that's unlucky. Let's see. Both of the rogues are dead. I'm dead. 2 Death Knights are dead. What is this guy? Also a Death Knight? Yeah, pretty much all the melee are dying. Let's look at the deaths report. Whirlwind, Death and Decay, Fire Nova, Blade Flurry. Yeah, I just got straight up Blade Flurried to death. Okay. This guy died 9 seconds after me. He got Starfalled by the Druids, Living Bomb, and Death and Decay. Frost Fever, Death and Decay. Yeah, these are all friendly fire deaths. Consecration, Death and Decay, Typhoon, Living Bomb. This guy, Death and Decay, Death and Decay, Death and Decay, Death and Decay. He got a lot of healing. But yeah, they're all friendly fire deaths. Damn, bro. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, hopefully we do better on Magmadar, where I can't get mind controlled, and whether I live or die is much more under my control, let's say. All right, we have a moment to translate. Let's see. This says, got it. I'll check the legs first in the dungeon and cast Power Infusion. I don't think that makes sense. That's probably a poor translation. Let me double check my audio settings, make sure I have, yeah, sound and backgrounds enabled. Okay, that's good. That's good, that's good. Yeah, I really should have stayed away. In hindsight, you know, maybe next time we do this raid, I will stay away from the protectors if I'm, you know, worried that I'm just gonna get Giga owned by getting mind controlled. Or it's like, go on the protectors, once they mind control me once and I dispel it, then I run away. As long as I have the human racial to dispel it, it's like okay to attack them. But once that's gone, I should probably stop attacking them, or else I'm going to end up like I am right now. Hi, Simonizer here. Can't sleep. Okay, now we have to translate back. Translate this to simplified Chinese. I am sleeping because... how do I call them? Team killers. I was killed by my own team. Alright, hopefully this ChatGPT translation is good. Hopefully they understand. I don't know. I'm trusting that ChatGPT made a at least decent translation. Robe of Volatile Power. Okay. Mana Bindings of the Vanquisher and Conqueror. Vanquisher is the token that I want. So I like those bindings. Let's see. Let's get a fresh food buff and a fresh elemental sharpening stone. My flask persists through death. Hopefully we're going to get fresh paladin and other buffs. Usually they like wait till the end and bid all the items at once. So I don't expect for all the items to go out right now. I got Kings. Gift of the Wild. That's good. We got different auras being used. Improved Icy Talons. Renew. Fortitude. Still need Blessing of Might. That's a big one that I don't have right now. There we go. Blessing of Might and Protection. Okay, we're good. We're buffed. We're buffed. We're good. Magmadar. Next. Little bit of a rough start, I would say, on this this raid with that Lucifron. That was not how we wanted it to go. Okay, we're moving. Tank is on the move. Dogs are in. We going for more or just these 5? So probably just these 5. Don't know about mind control or just don't care? It's probably a don't care angle. I mean, we killed the boss, you know, without any issue, really. You know. Oh, no, they aggroed too early. These things didn't despawn yet. What the hell was that? This paladin ran in and then died? Huh. Okay, well, I guess we have to kill these again. That's okay. What the? This one should not be standing up. Okay, good. Good. Details printout for dispels? Yeah, I could have been. Alright, now it's a 10 pull. 2 diseases. Do this. Do this. Little Owling Blast. I wonder, can I Army the Dead in this version, or are they gonna aggro the boss and, like, taunt the boss if I Army? I remember doing it in Wrath of Lich King where I would pre-pull Army of the Dead. Maybe I'll just see if other Death Knights are doing it, and if other Death Knights, which there are 6 of, 5 other Death Knights, I mean, if they're doing it, then I'll do it too. But I don't want to, like, Army of the Dead accidentally and screw up the raid because the army guys are taunting the boss and causing a bunch of problems. In Kata, they stopped taunting? Yeah, I remember using Army of the Dead in Wrath of the Lich King. Like, pre-pull Army of the Dead, and then you run in and do it. So maybe they, like, don't, maybe they, like, don't taunt bosses, perhaps? What I've learned is they don't usually use pull timers here. Oh, wait, there's a pull timer. Wait, that's the first time I've seen a pull timer go out. No! Fear, no, 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 no! I can Nitro Boot back to the boss. I feel like I have too much runic power. Can't really spend it all. Here it again. No Tremor Totem, it seems like. This time I can't boot back to the boss, and I'm going to drop diseases due to that fear. Tank is down. Good. Feared, why is the... Oh my god, there's so much fears going out. I lose so much damage time due to those. Oh, summon Ghoul. I didn't do that before. Doing it now. Good. This has a lot of health. The DPS in this group is not very strong. And that, you know, that's partially me. I'm not the greatest either. There he goes. Okay. Finished number 6. I feel like that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy about that. Those fears, like, they really screwed me. Strength. Vanquisher Belt. Ashkendar's Claw. Can't use this as a fist weapon. Flame Waker Legs. Strength, Stamina, Defense, Hit. Okay, so that's not for me. Roloff, hello. Says, Salam Alaikum, just came home from work. See you grinding hard for that bread as well. Is heartwarming. Keep up the good work. The streets won't forget. Well, hope you had a good day at work, Roloff. Hope you enjoy the stream. Those fears screwed everyone. Well, they maybe screw, like, warriors less. Or people that got, you know, fear wards or something. Seems like we have only one shaman. Yeah, maybe the one shaman's Tremor Totem didn't really cover the range of the entire raid. Like, warriors can avoid fears, and I'd assume other classes can avoid fears too. And I would guess that it would screw over range DPS less, because their positioning isn't as big of a requirement to be in a specific spot to be able to deal damage. Wonder if PUG GDKPs will clear SSC and TK easily. My experience has been GDKP groups generally outperform other types of pugs, so I would not be concerned about that. DK have Lichborn, immune to charm, fear, and sleep effects for 10 seconds. So I'd have to know when the fear is going to happen, but yeah, that looks like something I could use. Alright, Gehennas next, and I do have free action potions for that. prevent the stuns from all the stupid ads. Oh, whoops. That was the skull target. Kill that one first. Good. Are there actually any words that are exact rhymes with the word Simon? I don't know. I never really thought about that. Can that break fear, Mr. Bungled? I'm not sure. I would guess that I would have to use it preemptively, but maybe it breaks fear. I don't know. I think that's the only boss that does a fear in here, so it's the only one. Oh no, it breaks charm also, it said, which is mind control. So that would actually be good for the first 2 bosses. Lucifron also. Maybe I should get that in my build. If it's good for 2 different bosses, it's probably worth a talent point. Good. A lot of people died on that pull. Not me, though. Not me. I mean, the fear screwed us on Magmadar, and the mind control screwed us on Lucifron. One extra way to break those effects could be good. Oh, it doesn't even have a rune cost. Yeah, if it can actually break a active crowd control, that's really good. If it has to be used preemptively, way less appealing. Oh, stunned. Maverick says, you watched the Crash Out PTR video and it was amazing. Keep up the great videos. Well, I'm glad to hear you liked it, Maverick. Whenever Jerome invites me to a raid, I pretty much always accept. Jerome raids are kind of awesome. I want to say, oh wait, no, not yet. Pulling these, then probably boss. Probably boss after this Fire Lord Annihilator combo. Okay, so here, free action potion is what's gonna put us apart from everyone. Or, you know, cause us to do so much damage that we pull threat. Like, honestly, if the tanks don't have free action potion and I do, that could be a problem. Blood presence for threat. It reduces my threat because I have a talent. Reduces threat generated while in blood. Yeah, you're thinking of Mista Pandaria Death Knight, where blood is for tanking. In Wrath of Lich King Death Knight, blood is for damage dealing. Alright, here we go. Pull timer is out. Here's my potion. Bro, where is this mob going? I'm probably going to pull threat on it. I'm going to switch target. I don't have as much threat on this one. Oh, now I have threat on it. I'm trying my best. Jesus. Yeah, this is the situation I was talking about where if the tanks don't have free action and I do, shit's not going to work out very well. Alright, we're stunned again. I'm trying to refresh diseases early, so in case I get stunned, they're not falling off mid-stun. Stunned again. I think I'm just going to save this second round of 1 minute cooldowns for when we're on Gehennas and we're not getting stunned anymore. Oh, stunned in the fire. Need to get out of that. My health is low. Used a little anti-magic shell there. Alright, where are you at, boss? Summon Ghoul. That's a dead tank. Not really seeing a good opportunity for Empower Rune Weapon yet. Well, might as well just send it. Really struggling to consume all the resources I have available. Like, I don't have enough globals to spend my resources. Bring the fire again. Moving out of the fire. Anti-magic shell. Really, staying alive is going to be the biggest DPS gain. This looks like we're wiping, actually. We're almost dead. Everyone's almost dead. Yep, that's a wipe. Well, we tried our best. Guys, do you think maybe there was an issue with trying to do a raid 4 hours before the weekly reset? That maybe we wouldn't get the highest quality of a raid group? Let's see. Is this a release and run situation? No one else seems to be. Only a few people are released. There's no rezzers that are up. Yeah, I think this is a release and run situation. Oh, can I make it? Oh, just barely. Nice. Alright, there we go. You know, Gehennas is a tough boss. You gotta use D-Curse. Let's actually look at the Dispel meter. Wait, that was deaths. Dispels. Alright, so this guy did 74 remove curse. So I'm guessing we started wiping after this guy died. That would be my guess. This guy did 27, that guy did 14, and the druid did 5. Oh shit, you think someone's gonna walk too close to that thing? So far, no one hit it. Let's see. First death was Rain of Fire and melee attack from the warrior did get melee attacked by the ad. Where's that guy going? Don't go that way. That's not where we're supposed to go. Yeah, okay, he turned around. Good, that's not the direction for Gehennas. This direction for Gehennas. Healers ran out of mana. That makes sense. That makes sense, yeah. I'm feeling pretty good because I feel like we have our content for the day. Seeing how this is going, like this could take a while. That dog, oh my gosh, it's patrolling up this way. That dog is probably going to pull pretty soon. Coming around that way. Let's see if we can translate some of the raid chat. What's this guy say? Anyone who's supposed to tank doesn't count as DPS. That way it'll be easier to clear. So anyone who's supposed to tank doesn't count as DPS. Are they talking about like DPS cuts or something? What's this? If we keep playing like this, a single run of MC won't even earn 200 gold after repairing gear. True. True. Yep. That's true. One thing I've found very refreshing going to these Chinese groups is WoW players in China are just like WoW players in the West in a lot of ways. Not every way, but there's a lot of similarities. You wipe to some bullshit, people start talking shit in raid chat. It's great. What's this one? One person disconnected. Aren't we now short one player? Yeah, it seems to be that way. This guy says, prioritize the tank and melee. This guy says, ... I'll go from the back to the front. Okay. What's he talking about? They're going to check DPS again. Then I'll clear it properly. Maybe they have like tanks who are behaving like damage dealers because the tank is trying to get a damage dealer payout, like a bonus for doing a lot of damage, so they're compromising their defensive stats and then they're dying, and that sucks. That could be what's happening. I'm not sure. On a scale of 10, how scuffed has this run be? I'd say right now we're at like about a 7 out of 10. And with the potential to go in either direction, you know, it could be more or less scuffed. Like there was a dog patrol that went through here. If we don't clear that patrol before pulling the boss, chances are good it will aggro during the boss. Like we avoided the patrol while we were moving in. And didn't kill it. I'm guessing that's a patrol that goes like all the way out into the first room. So it could take a while for it to get back. But it definitely crossed over like this area for Gehennas. So if we don't kill it, it might just come back and add during the fight. Upside though, think about this. If the raid disbands and we don't kill anything else, there's already a bracer and a belt that dropped that we could potentially buy. We're looking for the Vanquisher tokens. We'd really like to kill at least Garr, because he drops the Brutality Blade, which would be a really big weapon for me. This guy's got Brutality Blade. We can peep it right here. 156 DPS, 2.5 speed, crit attack power, armor pen. That would be a nice weapon. Alright, let's see what's going on. Any messages from the raid leader? No. Translate this one. Something about 110. Oh, we got a... Oh, I think maybe we're trying to get replacements. Let's go for the Valve. It's 110 here. Oh, they're saying it's like very early. So they just want to clear the raid and go to bed. That makes sense. This message says, raid leader, we're 2 people short. Aren't you going to fill the spots? And then we just got a new person in. 2 Death Knights joined. We're now... this is the Death Knight Central raid. Fill the spots quickly so we can finish faster. Yeah, I bet they're not being too picky with who they invite at this hour. Use strength buff. Okay, looks like we got replacements in. We got Hunter, Death Knight. Oh, that's a Death Knight left. Death Knight joined. Oh, the same guy who joined just immediately left. And then we got a Hunter. Okay. Alright, let me switch up the music. Diddy Kong Racing seems about appropriate for this, little bit of a clown music vibe. Do. Alright, my flask is getting close to expiring. We're staring at Gehennas. Are you ready? Sure. Let's get Dragonfin Fillet, and let's get another Elemental Sharpening Stone. It's looking like 4 Elemental Sharpening Stones might not be enough. You know, that should last 4 hours, but when you die, you lose them. So it's a little different. How many healers do we have? 1, 2, 3. Wait, is that for real? We only have 3 healers? Is that low? Or is that like a normal amount of healers? Is this guy maybe a healer, but he's marked damage dealer? Let's look at his gear. He seems to be in the healer group. Spell power, MP5, spell power, haste, intellect gem, no enchant. This guy seems like he's a healer. No meta gem, no enchant. Missing some gems. Pretty much no enchants anywhere. Yeah, this guy's definitely a healer. What does the WoW token buff? Oh, this is Joyous Journeys. XP gain and reputation gain. I don't know if we're going to fill the 25th slot. We got the Hunter in, so we're at 24 people right now, and 5 Death Knights total. We might be able to get Gecko in. Wait, Gecko says he's looking. Oh, he says he's watching the stream and he's not joining this raid. I tried to get him in. All right, here we go. It's boss time. We're going. I kind of screwed up that opener, I think. Oh, we're stunned. Stunned again. Oh no, please don't die. Stunned again. Stunned again. I really do not want to die early on this fight. Especially with, oh, there's the dog. I told you guys about the dog. I knew the dog, I called it that the dog was gonna show up. No! God damn it. I think that's a wipe again. Guys, we need post-nerf Molten core on the Titan Reforge servers. Okay? We can't be dealing with pre-nerf Molten core. Clearly, it's impossible. How can you do pre-nerf Molten core? Graffiti, you just have to ask the raid leader. I really can't help you communicate with the raid leader. It's hard enough for me to communicate with the raid leader in the first place. But I posted their name in raid chat. I'm sure they'd be happy to have another healer. Post-nerf from midnight to noon. Pre-nerf for the other 12 hours. That would be wonderful. I mean, maybe they can kill it? I mean, they have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 people alive, and it's just the boss? Like, as long as the healers don't run out of mana, we can kill this in 20 minutes? Boss has 7.5 million health. Do I have, like, a time to kill? Or, like, live raid DPS option? HPS. Healing activity time, damage on skull mark. Debuff time. I don't think I can do that with this. Do pets still not get the 800% damage increase? I have no idea about any 800% damage increase, pets or otherwise. I don't know what you're talking about, Hitchens. Honestly, they might kill it. Which just makes me all the more pissed off that I died early. Hunter stacks slow raid where pets just tank it all would be POG. Well, we don't have the choice to stack a bunch of hunters in this raid. So whether that is happening or not is just not relevant to what we can accomplish here. All right, let's translate some chat messages. Oh, we lost one of the healers. The raid leader lost connection and is setting up a hotspot. Jesus. It's not good. Alright, the one before that. Got it. Fire dealer, cast pain suppression. ZZ, add... What's this guy say? All the melee are down. Yes, that is true. Oh, they've whittled down a couple players. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 alive at this point. I feel like at this point you call intentional wipe. Like, I think that, yeah, this guy's not even in the zone. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that are alive and in the zone. Oh, that's a reset. That's a release and run. Oh, he got DI'd. And then pulled the boss again because he got DI'd too close. Oh, and the other DI already broke, so the other DI is dead too. Release and run. 2 DIs did not manage to create wipe protection. Oh my god, we gotta, like, intentionally do this next week and not just do it because I ran out, like, couldn't gear my character fast enough. This might be the best raid of all time. I just hope that it doesn't disband. I hope we're still doing this in 2 hours. You know, the only way this could turn out to be a not fun raid is if it disbands in under 2 hours. Scuff level is on the rise. Yeah, I feel like with that double DI into not actually being able to res people, I feel like that, you know, was really the thing that bumped it from a 7 out of 10 scuff level to an 8 out of 10 scuff level. You guys want to do a stream prediction on whether we kill Gehennas on the next attempt? I feel like that's a good stream prediction. Graffiti says, I think I'm just gonna experience the raid through you instead of joining. Yeah, but like if you joined, then we might actually kill Garr. Think about that. And like, what other raid are you gonna join? It's 2 a.m. server time. You know, come on, just get in here, Graffiti. Get in here, God, come on, we need you. I need you. All right, let's set up the stream prediction. Will we kill Gehennas next try? All right, I'll put it up for 10 minutes. I will close the prediction when we actually pull the boss, okay? When the countdown timer goes out. All right, never mind. Your spot got filled, Graffiti. You missed out. They filled it with a druid. Why you can see Chinese on the damage panel? Because I installed a font for details that has both Chinese and English characters. If I didn't have that, all the Chinese characters would just appear as boxes, and that's ugly, and I don't want that. O Hunter says, any good loot right now? Well, there's some loot that's about an hour old from the first two bosses, a bracer and a belt dropped. Where do you get the fonts? I don't remember. I set it up a long time ago, and it was confusing to me, too. Wiping? Don't worry about it. This is pre-nerf Molten core, so it's really hard for some groups, okay? Alright, some resurrections are happening. Surely third time's the charm, right? How's the prediction looking? 51,000 on yes against 16,000 on no. Okay, there's a lot of believers. Which, you know, based on our previous experience, I kind of think that's more believers than I would estimate there should be. Ooh, is this a health stone? Oh, it's a summoning portal. I would like it if it was a health stone, though. Are you in a Chinese guild? Nope, I'm in an English-speaking guild. But this is a group that is not a guild group with a bunch of other people. I put it all on no, please play as good as you did before. Oh my god. Look, I've been trying my best, and I feel like I've been doing pretty... I've been actually doing okay. Flask up, Elemental Sharpening Stone, my last one. Dragonfin Fillet food buff. I'm coming prepared, dude. I even came prepared with 11 free action potions, which is enough for 11 attempts at Gehennas. Which is, of course, you know, a lot of Gehennas attempts. Hopefully, we don't need that many. Here we go. Okay, closing prediction. Moving in. Look at that rogue blade flurry damage. Holy shit. That is nice. We are stunned. Human racial, get rid of it. Got the anti-healing curse on me. I'm stunned again. Heroism used. Alright, boss time. No, I'm in the fire. Okay. Fire again. Where is he going? He's not moving. No, no, no. Fire, fire, fire. Don't kill me. Jesus. Okay. Hanging on by a fucking thread here. I think the boss is moving a lot, and I might be attacking from the front. Missing and, like, losing hits due to not having enough expertise is really kind of messing up my flow of this rotation. There we go. Okay, number 4, not bad. Not bad. We did it. We actually killed the boss. Is the loot any good? Protector, Vanquisher. It's another Vank belt. That's nice. We might be able to get minimum bid Vank belt at this rate. I think that's the second one that dropped. Choose outcome. Will we kill Gehennas next try? The answer was actually yes. Congratulations, believer. Let's see. Prediction. Ooh, Ashkendar's. Oh, they're bidding loot. Okay. Yeah, some of the loot might be close to expiring. Robe of Volatile Power. Don't need that. 1,000 gold. Alright, they're pulling. Oh, we're stunned. They've pulled extra. Oh, I think we might... Is the Fire Lord engaged too at this point? I wouldn't be surprised. Yep, the Fire Lord appears to be engaged. I'm really concerned right now. Jesus Christ, we're wiping again. Fire Lord is up. Do we need to just focus lava spawns? I'm looking for any lava spawns. I feel like that's the main way we get owned here, is dying to lava spawn multiplication. Any other lava spawns? Nope, I don't see them. Okay, good. Alright, not wiping, just a lot of people dying. Okay. We did it. That was a close call. What do we think? Prediction, start prediction. Will Brutality Blade drop from Garr? 30 minutes on that one. I don't know how many attempts it'll take us to kill Garr. Prediction's up. Oh, they're pulling more. Lava Annihilator up here. Go, 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 go. Come back here. Okay, looks like we're going this way. I just took a brick load of damage, man. Oh, Hunter says you got a misplaced servo arm on anniversary. That's pretty good. I was trying to get a misplaced servo arm, but then I just kind of gave up on the anniversary character after the second anniversary pug raid I had where the loot was mishandled, mishandled. Some might say ninja'd, others would say mishandled. With how rare that fucking loot is in anniversary, it really killed my motivation to have not one, but 2 different raids where the loot's mishandled. And I'm just like, screw this, dude. I got better versions. I got better versions of the game to be playing than this. Yeah, but I think I'll probably, just when the pre-patch for Burning Crusade anniversary comes out, like, I'll do some PvP, I'll grind up the rank 14 weapons for my rogue, and that'll be good. Above average pugs? You mean like above average content wise? Because I would agree with that. If you meant like above average pugs performance wise, I would strictly disagree with that. I have a knack for finding raid groups around the world that are capable of wiping multiple times to Gehennas. Okay? Waiting a little bit to let threat be established. Ooh, Garr next. I think. Oh, Tunnel Dog? Tunnel Dog? Yes, the tank got the Tunnel Dog. Okay. That's good. That's good. We wanted the Tunnel Dog to be aggroed. Why is server 2 locked for making alliance? Because there's too many alliance and not enough horde. It's a PvP locked server. Sorry, it's a PvP server with faction balance enforced. So whenever there's, way too many alliance, they temporarily disable alliance character creation until there's more horde. So it stays approximately balanced in the population. Now, is this enough mobs for Owling Blast to be better than Obliterate? I think the answer is probably yes. So when Owling Blast is available, I will use it instead of Obliterate. Oh, wait, we're in? Okay, I think that was a little bit unintentional early pull. Alright, we are blasting. Alright, unbreakable armor is available again. Shit. Tank died. Immediately hit my defensive, but it wasn't enough. Yeah, that's a wipe. That's a wipe. That's a Garr wipe. You know what? I think I missed a hat change from earlier. I apologize. I think Stockus redeemed a hat change. Hopefully Stockus is still here. Sometimes I'm super locked in on what's happening in the raid and I miss it. That's my bad. There we go. Hat change for Stockus. I think this is a release and run back angle. There were already 6 people dead before the tank died. Yeah. Oh, shit. I think I bonked my head, so I didn't jump very far. It could happen from the ads dying. When the ads die, they explode and do a bunch of fire damage and knock back. Toe Schmidt with a hat change request. Okay, I gotta be on top of the hat change requests now. I always feel bad when one gets redeemed and I'm distracted and I miss it. Eventually, we're going to need to go out and repair. We're at about half durability, a little above half durability. Flame Waker leg plates. These are defense... Protective auras, nope, not good. I'd be pretty happy with a bracer. Glove I'd also really like, because those are leather and mail pieces for me right now. They're agility pieces, frankly. Agility pieces are lame. Shoulder and chest would be good pickups also, because those are lower item level pieces that I have. But neither of these are for me. Where are they going? That is not the way. No one wanted either of those items. Makes sense. Mana Storms. Does anyone want these? Maybe? Bindings of the Conqueror. Bindings of the Conqueror. Okay, 2 Conch bindings are up. We want the Vank bindings. These ones are not for me. Paladin, Rogue, Shaman. Is there a all-plate armor bonus to stats in Titan? No. Sometimes, you know, Death Knights, Warriors, Ret Paladins, they will use mail and they will use leather occasionally. For Death Knights, at least, though, you're somewhat incentivized to use all-plate because you have this talent, Bladed Armor. Increase your attack power by 5 for every 180 armor value. So the plate pieces are just giving you more attack power because they have more armor. But sometimes you still have a leather or mail piece that just has way better stats on it than the plate alternative you could get, and it still works out to be better. But generally, you're preferring plate pieces. Ooh, we lost a player? Wait, did we ever fill that spot? I think we did. Did we fill the 25th spot with a druid? Let me scroll up in the chat log. Instance lock for Molten Core will expire in... Oh, wait, shit. 5 Vanquisher. 5 Hundi Belt Vanquisher. Bracer Vanquisher. Belt Vanquisher. All right, we'll bid on 1 belt. We could go 600 on the Bracer. This is replacing an epic with an epic, but if I can get a tier piece for 500, I'm okay with that. 700. I think with our limited gold, I'm going to let it go. We might have a chance for another bracer later. 6, 7. I think we're going to let him go and try to pick up other pieces instead. 700, 800. Getting, like, if it's a premium piece, I might bid more. Like 1,000 for bracer is too much. We'll see. I mean, like, if I had more gold, I'd be more willing to spend. But right now, those are kind of mid pieces, especially the belt. So we'll see if we can spend our gold on different things. Sorceress Dagger. Salamander Scale Pants. Neither of these are good for me. Protector Belt. What does the DK tier look like? It's not a unique model. I know I've seen it before. I think it looks like a lighter coloring of the DK starting zone armor. Like it's a lighter blue instead of a darker blue. I think I can actually show it. Tier 1 sets. Dreadplay to the north. That's what it looks like. No one wants either. Oh, wait, no. One guy wants the Warlock. The Warlock wants the dagger. Salamander scale. No one. Belt. Going to a hunter. It's good. People who don't run in and wait forever for a resurrection should pay extra gold into the pot. I agree, Toshmit. I agree. All right, are we trying to replace the 25th person? What's this big red text? Raid leader is saying something. Linked this item. And says... Copy that. Anyone who got loot, come trade with me. Okay, yeah, okay. Are the other class sets recolored based on spec like in SOD? I don't know. I mean, I know the Rogue Night Slayer just looks like regular Night Slayer. You know, the black and red theme. Gray, black, and red, I would say, for Night Slayer. Alright, Flask is up. Let's go Dragonfin Fillet. Don't need free action potion anymore. I think we're gearing up. Robo Volatile Power. Wait, didn't this bid out before? Did no one buy it before? Or did we get a second one? I don't remember. I think maybe the add-on would have a listing of it. Auction records. Yeah, the last one did sell 1,200. So this must be a second one. Okay, nice. What are the graves on the ground? Oh, that's when a player dies. Instead of making a skeleton like it does on the US client, it makes a little pile of dirt with a gravestone. I think there's some kind of law or rule against showing, like, skeletons and bones. So a lot of models and graphics in the game are changed from the North America client version to be something that doesn't show that. And yeah, that's one of the things. Personally, I like the dumb little gravestone way better than the skeleton. I think it looks cool. Other things, not so much. Like the frog... never mind, let me just focus on the boss now. Let him hit a little bit. Let him hit, let him hit, let him hit. Okay. We're on it. I have way too much threat, though. I have to chill, I have to chill, I have to chill. Okay. Now the threat's looking more okay. There's a heroism. Summon Ghoul. Bro, I just have way too many resources. I can't spend them all. Like, I'm capping out my runic power pretty frequently, but my runes are available, and then I have to spend the runes. I did that sequence a little bit wrong. Okay, that's fine. Misused the blood tap there. Some people are really cranking the ads, I can tell. And I'm gonna guess the damage meter for Garr damage looks significantly different. They aren't letting me AoE because they dragged the other mobs too far away for me to AoE them. Just trying to keep me down, clearly. Alright, blood tap's available. Good. Good use of blood tap that time. Climbing on the damage meter. We're doing good. Okay. Alright, we'll use Blood Tap next rotation of the Blood Runes. There we go. Almost had it on the previous rotation, but the other runes were not lining up in the way I wanted them to make it a good usage. Good. Good obliterate. Come on, Brutality Blade. Brutality Blade is what we want to see. Obliterate. Obliterate. Nice. Okay, closing prediction. And submission. We got anything good? Oh, we're still in combat. Never mind. Okay, the prediction's closed, though. Drill Borer Disc was looted. Greaves of the Protector is looted. Yeet. Aura Stone Hammer. Vanquisher Boots. We have half-decent boots already. That's it. That's it. 4 items. No Legendary Necklace. No Brutality Blade, it looks like. Alright, choose outcome. Will it drop from Garr? The answer is no. Oh, wait, no. The Legendary Necklace. It doesn't drop from Garr. It drops from Baron Geddon. Which is the next boss. So, obviously, that's what our prediction will be for Baron Geddon. Will the Legendary Necklace drop? Start prediction. Will the Legendary Necklace drop from Geddon? Alright, predictions up. I'm pretty happy with that performance. Let me look at Garr. Five minutes 11, and let's look at enemy damage taken. Garr only, we were number 2. These guys are all AoE padding on the Firesworn, okay? So, I mean, look at that. I mean, we were literally the top Death Knight, both on Garr damage and on overall damage. Like, there was one other Death Knight in this group that had really good gear, and I was like, I don't think I'm going to beat this guy. But we're owning, okay? We're owning, and we're doing great. Alright. Group is in. Oh, shit. This looks like it's killing a bunch of people. I'm gonna back away from it. Oh, I'm stunned. Lost all your points while believing. The Brutality Blade did not drop. But I have an even better prediction up for you, oh Hunter. Will the Legendary Necklace drop from Baron Geddon? I mean, think about how many points you could win if it actually dropped. It's currently 20k against 275k for that prediction. Okay, wait for it to come in. Wait for some threat to happen. Oh, what the fuck? I almost died. Alright, let's chill. Let's back off a little bit. Alright, we got healed. Okay, go back in. Spread the disease. Oh, we're stunned, but I don't think we need to human racial this. I would human racial if I thought I was gonna die. Nice, managed to not ninja pull the boss. Oh, okay, now we pulled the boss. Let's see how hard we can game. See if this is gonna happen. That's an inferno. We gotta run away. We gotta look out for living bomb. Oh, yeah, that's someone who had living bomb and exploded in the group. We're definitely wiping. Can we kill this mob? Nope. Okay, but what I can do is make a weak aura that warns when I have living bomb. New aura. Actually, hang on. I might need to, I think there's a release and run situation. This guy, he's divine interventioned. So maybe we're getting rezzed? Assuming this DI doesn't get screwed up. Is this rogue trying to live? Oh my god, he's trying to live. Now he's dead. Can't live that. No, the priest is dead now. The priest must have canceled their DI thinking everything was okay. While the boss went to chase the rogue. I think the rogue wiped us. That's my call. Oh, just barely made it. Good to see China has demon raids too. Dude, I'm having a blast. I am unironically having a blast, okay? Like, you see this smile? Can't fake that. I just really hope we don't disband early. Because eventually, it's 2:45 a.m. server time. Eventually, like, 3 people are going to have had enough, and they're going to leave. And then that's going to start the snowball effect, and then the raid's going to completely disband. You know, you don't have to have 10 people leave to cause it to be over. You just need, like, 2, maybe 3 to decide to bail. And then it's over, because it snowballs at that point. Don't forget to switch presence before pull. No, I'm in the correct presence. Blood presence is the correct one for dealing damage. Common mistake, though. A lot of people have been telling me I'm in the wrong presence because they don't know about Wrath of Lich King Death Knight. Wrath of Lich King Death Knights, you deal damage in Blood presence, and you tank in Frost presence, and then in some situations you might deal damage in Unholy presence. Alright, let's see if we can make this Living Bomb warning. New aura, icon, Living Bomb. Baron, Geddon, Living Bomb. Trigger, aura, player, buff, debuff, name, Living Bomb. I don't know the spell ID, so this should be good enough. Put it in the middle of the screen, and let's make it bigger. 64 by 64. Let's go 128 by 128. And let's also make it glow. Yeah, that should be good. Aura's found. Yeah, okay. That should be good. Oh, we got a new people. Cat Shroom. New person, I mean. We're back up to 25. Full power. Impossible to fail now. That's right, sorry, so long since I played 10 years, so it's totally okay. A lot of people have been commenting that, K-Shot. You're not the only one. Drill Borer Disc. Greaves of Protector. I think there were Vanquisher Greaves as well. We can look out for. Aura Stone, not for me. Holy Enix says Alliance character creation was open. Very nice. Here's Vanquisher Boots. Bid 600. Death Knight Mage Druid. 600, we probably leave it at 600 because we already have epics here. If we get them for 600, we're happy, but we're probably not going higher. We're being admittedly, we're being a little bit cheap today, but we're performing strong, so I think that's okay. If we're performing weak and also being cheap, that would be bad manners. Glove, chest, shoulder would be ones we care a lot more about. Brutality Blade is already off the table. There's no trinkets in here that we want. Quick Strike Ring would be very good. Left the raid group. Who's this? Joined the raid group. Okay. Okay. Do-do-do-do. Wait, there's more people trying to join Molten Core? In my guild chat, someone just boosted a character to 205 item level and is trying to get into a raid right away. See if they can get in. Oh, they're doing summons. Okay, yeah, summon myself, portal to Dalaran. Wait, are they calling the raid or are they repairing? Let's see. Summon you to Molten Core. Okay, portal to Dalaran. We'll hit a repair really quick. Where's the nearest repair I can get? I think this is just a break to repair.
What are you looking for?
Because people are asking for summons again. There we go. Okay. Are you a tank or DPS now? I'm a damage dealer. What is the hype of Titan Reforge? Is it the same game? Open. The deal with Titan Reforge is it's based on Wrath of Lich King, so level 80, you know, Inscription, Jewel Crafting available, Northrend, you know, Outland, you know, Vanilla, all those available. Based on Wrath of Lich King. But then the main change, the main difference is they took all the raids from Vanilla, Burning Crusade, and Wrath of the Lich King and scaled them all up to be level 80, 25-player raids, and then they redesigned all the loot to be relevant for level 80 characters. And they updated and changed some set bonuses. And they also made it so legendaries can be upgraded every phase. So if you get a legendary, it's supposed to remain relevant for the entirety of the game. So like you get a legendary, you get a Thunder Fury early or something, you know, you'll be able to upgrade it later so it stays at a relevant item level and stays good. And then there have been some custom class changes, like Blood Death Knight got a lot of buffs to make it better at tanking. Rogue got some significant changes, like Fan of Knives being trainable at level 20, so you can actually use it while leveling now. And they made Tricks of the Trade. This is a really big change for Rogue. They made Tricks of the Trade, instead of buffing the target's damage, it now buffs the rogue's damage. So there's no more bullshit of warlocks trying to get you to Tricks of the Trade them so they can snapshot their corruption or whatever. You just use your Tricks of the Trade on the tank all the time and do more damage because of it. Arms Warriors got some big buffs. I feel like they've mostly been buffing like underperforming specs for the most part. But like for me, what's exciting about Titan Reforge is basically it's the only version of Classic right now that's even attempting to do something new. Re-release of Burning Crusade, nothing new to see there. I've done it twice already. This will be the third time. You know, Era and Anniversary servers, you know, I've done that plenty of times. There's nothing new that's attempting to happen there. You know, Miss of Pandaria re-release, again, it's all been like figured out, strategized, optimized, totally done already. Nothing new there, which makes it a lot less exciting. But Titan Reforge, you know, new items, rebalanced stats, rebalanced classes, you know, Death Knights being relevant in Molten Core, like, there's something new here. You know what is new? DN. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break. It looks like we have a moment while they're doing summons. I should have done that a moment ago, but I'll be right back. Okay, real quick. What legendaries are DKs aiming for? Right now, in this phase, there's Talisman of the Binding Shard, which is a necklace, and there's like a different version of the necklace for basically every specialization. So every class and spec can use Talisman of the Binding Shard necklace, which actually drops from the very next boss, Baron Geddon, if we're lucky. Let's mix up the music. Maybe a little Dwarf Fortress. Why haven't you created the guild called Bing Chilling? Because I just don't have the time for it, Thor. Bing Chilling would be a really good guild. Let's get a food buff here. Oh, he's running away. Baron Geddon showed up. Run away. We did the trash pull plus Baron Geddon last time, and it didn't do very well. Tank was going up there to maybe do the trash pull again. Very quickly turned around. Open says, is it a Blizzard game or a Chinese game? My understanding is that it's developed by Blizzard and distributed by NetEase, but I'm not sure that that's totally correct. Do people wonder, why does this person have a non-Chinese name? Yeah, sometimes people talk in the chat and they're like, you know, something, something, we have a foreigner here. Oh, he must be a foreigner, you know, something like that. Mostly, people have been pretty welcoming to me. Most people think it's cool that there's a foreigner. It's like, oh, because they don't see that very often. And they're welcoming, they say, you know, I hope you're having fun, you know. They're pretty nice. Oh lord, you're the Yaya of the server? Yes, that would be, yeah, that's accurate. Alright, we're in for the boss. Oopsies, I did the wrong ability. Dropped my diseases there because I did my rotation wrong. Cutting it close on those. Okay, I need to go the same direction as the tank, actually. The tank went the opposite direction of me. This in and out is really screwing up my flow. Yeah, I think I'm not performing very well here. I don't really know how to adapt the rotation appropriately for a situation like this. Got the refresh right before. Good. Good. Maybe I could use Owling Blast while I'm at range. I think this rogue has been using Cloak of Shadows to stay in. Rogue's doing big damn. Okay. Okay, necklace, please. Necklace, please. Closing prediction. 10% believers, 90% doubters. Conqueror, Protector, Spell Power, Tanking. No necklace. F. Anti-Magic Shield. I bet Anti-Magic Shield would not absorb enough damage. It absorbs up to maximum of 50% of the Death Knight's health, which is probably not enough to safely stay in there. Choose outcome. Will the legendary necklace drop from Geddon? The answer is no. Okay, but we got the boss down. Okay, wait a little bit, let threat get established. Good. I don't know what Shazzrah drops. What are we getting? We're getting something over here. Dog, maybe? Dog plus Lava Pack, maybe? Maybe they're going for this one. I'm in position. I'm ready. Whatever they're going to pull. One tank looking over there. Other tank looking over here. It's dead. Nice. Alright, I like this. Clearing out a lot of the trash. My last group, basically they were here and they tried to pull Shazzrah all the way back to the Baron Geddon fighting area. And it didn't really go super well. We had a lot of people die because it was just kind of scuffed dragging the boss that far and having to avoid trash. Okay, we're getting this dog ad. Almost certainly. Yep, there it is. Threat is not very good on the dog. Spread diseases. Oh, we got another dog. Goodbye. Nice. Oh, my flask expired. Let me put a new one up. There we go. Dude, how many submerged phases do you think we get on Ragnaros? 2, 3? Maybe 3. What if we just don't have the damage to kill Ragnaros? 200 submerged phases? Bro, if we got 200 submerged phases, that'd be like a 3 or 4 hour Ragnaros encounter. People's gear would break well before that. Actually, the server would shut down before we get that many Rag submerged phases. World record attempt, most submerged phases during Ragnaros. Not the world record you want. Well, look, a world record's a world record. I think the strat for something like that is you'd have to continually deploy repair bots so your tank could repair their main hand weapon. Oh, look, Cheeto from my guild got actually into this group. Look at that. Cheeto Priest is here. I think he just boosted this character. Let's peep the boosted gear. Second hand cowl. Intellect, spirit, hit, haste, spell power, second hand mantle. There is not a lot of stamina on this gear. He has 12,000. He has less than 12,000 health buffed. That could be an issue. That could be a bit problematic. Yep, okay. Cheeto about to be deado. We'll see. We'll see. We trying to maybe summon? It looks like we got another rogue here. I think people are dropping off because they're falling asleep. Hoping to boost another priest and insta-farm G to gate Bs with 205 item level. It looks to me like just because the item level is 205 maybe does not mean that you're really raid ready looking at this gear. That gear looks extremely mid. What's my gear right now? Also mid. We got the Titan Steel Helm, Gold Amulet of Kings, 2 Savage Serenite pieces, the Cloak of Bloodied Waters, Dragon Friend Bracers, double Reaper of Dark Souls, Sigil of Awareness, Incisor Fragment, Mirror of Truth, Ring of Scarlet Shadows, Scarlet Signet, Titan Forged Greaves, Bloody Reprisal Legs, Verdungo's Barbarian Cord, and Hand Grips of the Savage Emissary. That's what we're working with. Is the boosted gear better than the old Wrath of Lich King boosted gear or the same? I don't know, Rapid Walrus. Literally, me inspecting Cheeto Priest there was the first time I've ever seen any of the boosted gear for Titan Reforged servers. So I don't know exactly how it compares to other things. I haven't done that analysis yet. Alright, are we talking about the boss? It looks like we're talking... Okay, we're going in on the boss. We're going in on the boss. Jeez. threat reset whenever he does that. Oh, there he goes. We're losing. A couple people are dying. Letting threat be a little bit better before I pop off the blood thing. Blood tap, obliterate. Here we go. Blood tap, obliterate. I'm gonna die soon, it seems like. My health just keeps spiking up and down and up and down. Makes me very nervous. Oh. Watching the threat. Teleport away. Threat needs to be reestablished. Chilling, chilling, chilling. I'm gonna... Oh, no, I'm not running. Okay. We're good. We're good. I got healed. That's a threat reset there. Good. Used the blood tap. Do another summon ghoul. Nice! We lived it, and we killed it, and we did a bunch of damage. Protector, dang it. Those are 2 protector tokens, not good for me. Heavy dark iron rings, strength, defense, expertise, armor, not really a DPS item. Okay, no drops for me. Unlucky. Is the other DK running anti-magic zone? I don't... Oh, that's a unholy talent, I think? Yeah, I have no idea. I think I'm the only Frost boy. Necrosis. This is an unholy... No, this is a Blood Death Knight. Okay, it's correctly identifying. He has Heart Strike. Magma Tempered Boots. Nope. Nope. Paladin, Rogue, Molten Protector, Flame Waker, Leg Plates. Yeah, none of these are DPS items. I would like to see a shoulder or a chest. The chests drop off of Ragnaros. Shoulders are this boss, and I think next boss, Sulfuron, does shoulders too. We missed on the Brutality Blade. It didn't drop. I think if there's any other big hitters. Onslaught Girdle could drop. Good. Manarch, how's it going? Mystery guy, what up? Hello, welcome. I cannot really see where my character is. I just assume that things in the middle of my screen are in melee range. Where's the too far weak aura? It didn't load properly for this version, so I just said forget it. I need to do some work like configuring it or recoding it or whatever. Damn, I'm actually getting a crazy amount of glare on my screen too. It's kind of hard to see. You can probably tell there's a bunch of sunshine coming in through the windows. Oh, yep, Golemagg got pulled. Yeah, okay. Boss pulled. Like to know what the first hit Holy Shield, according to details. I don't know if that's the first hit on the boss. Wait, he's resetting? Wait, he's resetting. Oh, wait, is he gonna pull again? I mean, if he pulled one time, yeah, okay. He got pulled by the Druid, or at least the Druid had threat. I wonder if you drag him too far away, if he's coded to reset. Yeah, looks like he's resetting again. He lost his current target. We might be wiping on this trash pack, though. That's pretty normal. My last group wiped on this trash pack, too. You getting druid buffs in RL? Real life? I mean, from the sunshine? Yeah, kind of. I mean, this is a catastrophe. You know, every time we wipe, you know, it's like a coin flip. How many people are going to leave? It's now 3:22 a.m. server time. I'm sure most of the people in this group just want to go to bed. Right? Menarch says, I see demon MCs are the same on any server. Yes, that is true. Let's see, we had a divine intervention, and we have someone running the hell away that these mobs were chasing. Now it looks like they're resetting. That DI might be good. Can you translate some of the toxic Chinese comms? Yeah, we could do that. Let's start with the most recent one. This one says... Raid leader, recruit 2 more. Let's finish quickly. That rogue is just AFK. Okay, that's not very toxic. That's just like a pretty normal thing to say. Next one up. Why didn't you pull the big screw over? There are plenty of people. Okay, so they're saying you should have pulled it back further. Obviously, you know, hindsight is 2020. This guy says, don't run away. Yep. Also valid advice, if we're wiping, you should just die. Copy this. What do we got here? There's only 1 shaman left. That's true. None. That maybe is a response to the previous message, which had a question mark. Not bound, question mark. Splitting into lava spawns. Let's see. This one says, looking for healers everywhere. This is a big line of text, so maybe there's a lot being said. Oh no, pervert. Can I make it in time? Did I miss it? That's probably a mistranslation. I would say that's probably a mistranslation. I don't think that's exactly what they meant to say. Don't stand in the bottom corner like that. Yeah, where's all the toxicity, man? If this was a North America raid... Oh, man. Oh, wait. Now there's going to be some toxicity. Now I'm sure there... Oh, look at what just happened. Yeah, now there's going to be some toxicity, I think. This is a release spirit and run back time now. I bet the voice chat is popping off. True. Probably the voice chat is popping off. Oh, shit. Let me see. Enemies have reappeared in the front of the dungeon. Translate this to simplified Chinese. All right, let's see if we can translate some more. This guy says something something CD, something something 180. At this time, there should be a lot of people repairing and waiting for cooldowns. This says, can we still fill spots now, even with just 2 with 180 gear? So that's 180s in reference to their item level, I believe. Forget filling spots, never mind. Hit as many as we can. Anyone we bring in won't know what to do. That could be true. That could be true. Let's see. Are we able... Yeah, okay. They're getting resurrected. They're gonna have to summon the people at the start. Alright. Let's see. I am in Group 2, Position 2. So that's how you ask for a summon. You do group number hyphen position within the group to ask for a summon. Are we tanking? No, Akali Merrick. We're damage dealing. They're so reasonable, it's annoying, says Tyr. How long until server shutdown? I believe we have 90 minutes left. And then it's server shutdown. Rogue has left the raid group. Let's translate this. Oh, we got a different rogue joining the raid group. No problem, you take over. Keep an eye on him, bro. Oh, we're getting summoned. Okay, nice. Alright, do I really need to repair right now? Not really. We could, though. I mean, we could just take this opportunity to repair. Just in case. You know, we can hit a quick Hearthstone Dalaran. Or we could do a Acaris. And then get resummoned really quickly. I did a GDKP that finished like half an hour ago, says Hemley Cat. Some of them were apparently arguing, so another guy wrote...
You need something?
Hang on, let me get back into Molten Core. Another guy wrote, "We're all descendants of some people from certain dynasties. Let's get along and stop arguing." You know, true. Yeah, okay, good. Positive vibes. Northrend in this version, or is Dalaran... Yeah, Dalaran is in Northrend, yeah. See, this guy's in Ironforge, so we could try to summon him. Man, if we didn't have this Warlock... If this Warlock ever bails, the raid is over. Okay? The raid is instantly over when this Warlock bails. I'm pretty sure. Alright, I've got my flask buff on. Looks like they're doing other buffs right now. Dragonfin Fillet. Ooh, we got another person joining the group. This is a big line of text. Let's translate it. It's 3 p.m. for them now and 3 a.m. for us. Yep, okay, they're talking about the foreigners. That's approximately right, yeah. Someone deliberately trying to make a streaming effect. Oh, they're saying, is someone throwing to try to make the raid worse for streaming? I am not doing that. I am trying my best to get this raid done, okay? Well, what do you do, guys doing hands up? Dude, I don't need to put my hands up because I'm not guilty. I didn't do anything wrong, okay? I didn't do anything wrong, okay? The only thing I did was a shitload of damage, obviously. Look at that, dude. I'm helping. as best I can. Cat Shroom says, "Hi, Mom, I am here." All right, I think we're moving. We're moving, we're schmoving. Let's go. Did they bid anything out yet? Yeah, they've been bidding a handful of stuff. There were a few tokens that were good for me, but I passed on them because they went a little more pricey than I wanted to spend. Your Bracer went for 1,000. Hi, Simonizer. Do you think we can wrap up this journey in an hour and a half? Oh, they're talking. Okay, they're talking to me. Let me see. Let me see if I can get my translator. I am trying my best to achieve victory in Molten Core. I hope we can finish in under 1 hour and 30 minutes. Translate to simplified Chinese. I think we want to use, like, a lot of banishes here. Uh-oh. 6 people are dead. Anti-magic shell. Spread disease. Icebound Fortitude. Summon Ghoul. Get this Firewalker down. Good. It's dead. Refresh disease with a little blood tap. Damage is terrible. Well, you know what? We're gonna deal with it. It's okay. We're trying our best. Okay, we pulled some mobs. There's people dead, so maybe this guy patrolled into us. Maybe that was unavoidable. Let's just assume it was unavoidable. Yeah, I mean, when you start a raid 4 hours before the servers shut down for their weekly reset, you simply cannot be picky. There's not a lot of options at this hour. You have to just take what you can get and make the best of it. Have you ever run a raid in NA server at that hour? The closest I can remember is when I did a, like, 22-hour stream when Phase 2 of Season of Discovery came out. Everyone giga-blasted leveling, and then we were doing Nomergon at, like, 5 a.m. And eventually we were pulling... I can't remember if we got to the last boss or if we were wiping on the Menagerie boss. But eventually we wiped to one of those too many times, and I just said, "Guys, my brain's not working anymore," and signed off. I remember that. I never did a stream like that again. That was a bad decision in hindsight. Now I know. At this rate, with so many people leaving, I might get a top damage dealer payout. Because, I mean, how many other people have even stayed for the entire raid? Like, if you didn't stay for the entire raid, you have no shot of getting a top damage dealer payout. Right? And if all my competition leaves and is replaced by people who only joined halfway through, that makes it way more likely that I could get a top damage dealer payout. Yeah, we should definitely pull this pack to the side here. Ain't no way we're skipping that pack. Not in this group, sir. Let's see. There might be instructions in the raid chat. They're gonna have to tell us who to interrupt, like who's gonna interrupt each target. And I can potentially interrupt a target, so I need to pay attention to that. I don't know why, but I feel like we're in danger. Like, I'm getting a danger sense that one of these things is gonna just ass blast me with some giant spell and I'm gonna die. Kind of backing away, being a little hesitant here. There's already 6 people dead. Alright, let's pull up the chat copy paste. Let's see. Copy this. ChatGPT says, if I didn't have ice block, I'd probably die even more than you. All right. Wait to start after saving people. Why did you start immediately? Okay, so I think that's like they pulled when people were still being resurrected. I watched that rock monster come over to smash me. Okay. This says something else. Dying left and right every time we encounter a monster. That's how we should apply. I think that's not what we should do. Probably a mistranslation, though. Let's see. Use your ultimate to pull. Let's see. 2, 1, F4, cat shroom. Let's see. I mean, I think I should just try to do as many interrupts as I can. Unless I get a instruction that's clear. I know interrupts are important. Should I pull 4? It's not an interrupt assignment. What is this? Tens of thousands of Russians are studying how we're going to wipe next time. Alright, let's see. I have my food buff. I have my flask buff. I'm in my correct presence. Okay. Your face looked like the album cover from Black or White from MJ. Yeah, true. Honestly, true. Because the sun is really coming in and illuminating this side. And then the other side is kind of dark. I might have to close the window. But, then I'd have way better lighting. Maybe after Sulfuron, I'll stand up and close the window. Because right now they could pull at any moment. And I need to be... Yeah. Here we go. Okay. Oh. I did my interrupt, but someone else interrupted my target first. I wonder if I can silence these dudes. Okay, my interrupt's available again. Got it. Got it. Got it. Spread disease. Interrupt is up again. Ab target. Got it on this guy. Got it on that guy. Dude, I'm making moves. We're hitting so many interrupts. That's so good. For the success of the team. Okay. Summon Ghoul. No more interrupts needed. Knocked back. Reposition. Dude, this knockback's so annoying. No. Let me not. You don't lose the disease. There we go. We got back in time. We didn't lose the diseases there. So annoying. An Owling Blast from range there. It's good. We're almost there. We almost made it. No, he's burying my stuff. He's dead. Shoulder, please. Shoulder, please. Protector, Conqueror. Oh, wait. He doesn't do shoulders. What? No shoulders off of this guy? Crown? Okay. I thought he did shoulders. All right, not bad. Let's look at boss damage specifically. Yeah, nice. Enhanced Shaman, Rogue, the Unholy is up there. Nice. Yeah, I was definitely a little concerned on two aspects that I wouldn't be able to perform very well. One, because I haven't played Wrath of the Lich King Death Knight in a very long time. This is my first Wrath of the Lich King Death Knight raid in literally over a year. So I thought maybe I'd just be a bit out of practice. That could hurt. And I am out of practice. I definitely could do some things better. And then the other aspect was my gear is extremely mid. You know, that can hold me back too. But I'm happy that, like, I'm not a drag on the group. At least I don't think so. I'm not interpreting my performance as being a drag on the group. I'm happy that I'm contributing and helping and, you know, things are working out. Not summoning army for the boss since cooldown's being reset each boss anyways. I wasn't sure if the army would cause problems with, like, taunting the boss. Like, the ghouls would taunt the boss and cause it to face different directions and be annoying. So I didn't want to have that problem happening. I decided I would wait and see if the other Death Knights were doing it, and none of the other Death Knights seemed to be doing it, so I decided, I probably shouldn't do it. But if it doesn't taunt the boss, then it's totally fine to use, and I should use it. But I was not certain, and I didn't want to take the chance of screwing over the group. Only trash and level 82 mobs? Okay, I mean, I could try it on Golemagg. Maybe it could pull mobs from the side. I think it's just like, it's not worth the risk of things that could go wrong. Like, if we don't pull those trash packs, I'm not going to army here. Because, like, it could jump over there and then we would wipe. We'll taunt the dogs on Golemagg. Okay, yeah, that would be bad too. It's like, yeah, theoretically it could be a damage gain, but really, we don't necessarily need a little bit more damage. We just need things to go smoothly and, like, not pull trash packs and have things positioned. So, I think we'll probably hold off for now. Why you didn't overpower one or both priests into giving you power infusion? Oh, I don't know. I mean, like, I assume they're just casting power infusion on someone. They can use it on someone else. Or Rager 82. Yeah, okay, so that's an 82 mob, so it's not a boss, so maybe it's tauntable by the army. Here we go. Full timer. I needed the tank to actually hit the thing. This one's very simple. There's nothing, no special stuff to worry about. I don't have to worry, it's just sit here, do my rotation type of situation. Unlike Sulfuron, where I had to, move around, do some AoE, do some other stuff. Good. Wonder if I could generate some extra runic power by absorbing the damage from this magma splash. Or maybe the magma splash isn't doing enough damage to be worth pressing the anti-magic shell. Whatever, I'll press it. Maybe it'll get me some good runic power generation. Just barely didn't lose those diseases there. That was a fraction of a second. Got a little greedy and didn't get punished. Had an unlucky, like, parry or something. Dodge. Whatever. Failed ability. Almost time to summon another ghoul. There we go. We got it. Oh, Horn of Winter for... Yeah. If I have downtime, if I have free globals. I forgot about Horn of Winter for runic power generation. Good suggestion. Uh-oh. It's kind of pumping. He did a bunch of damage to all the meat. Oh, no! Uh-oh. Basically, all the melees are dead. He started stomping. Army of the Dead is getting summoned. Yeah, okay, see, the other Death Knight did summon them. The dogs are, oh, all the way over there. Okay. Alright, we did it. We did die at the end. Oh well. Blaster shot launcher. Leggings of the Conqueror. Crown of the Conqueror. This is the third Flame Waker leg plates we got. Are you for real? We need Vanquisher items. Death Knight is Vanquisher. Xanthus says, thanks for inviting me to this special stream. What do you think? Other people in the Rogue Discord might want to view this thing? I could just add everyone in the Rogue Discord again. That went really well for me last time I did that. Thoughts? Do you get any fan mail? Yeah, dude. I got a lot of people that were extremely upset about that. And it was an accident. For those that don't remember the thing, it was an accident. I didn't intend to add everyone in the Rogue Discord about my stream. And then some people came in that were extremely upset. Like, you know, spewing just like verbal diarrhea, cursing me out, you know, insulting me, you know... Some people really took it overboard with how offended they were that they got pinged in a Discord server. And, you know, to be fair, my mistake. That was an accident. But I felt like some of the reactions were overblown. Half the raid died to this boss. Well, when Golemagg gets low health, he starts doing a stomp ability. And... yeah, basically, it two-shot all the melee. It two-shot most of the melee. Should have pinged everyone with apologies later on. That would have been the alpha move. Yeah. Magma Tempered, Sorceress Dagger, Salamander Scale Pants. Alright, let's peep the potential loot that could come from these last two bosses. Legs, I would like those. Fireproof Cloak, Fire Guard Shoulder, Wrist Guard, Core Forged Greaves, Defense. Jesus, it's all defense gear. Literally none of this. The legs are the only good thing here. Ragnaros. Eye of Sulfurous, if that shit dropped, I'd roll on it and figure out if I could make a good build with it later. I mean, not roll, bid on it. I would definitely not win the bid because I'm kind of poor right now. Conqueror Helm chestplate, or sorry, Vanquisher chestplate would be very good. Let's see. Shrouded Mist, Dragon Blood. Dude, there's too much tank stuff. Onslaught Girdle. There's a 219 item level. That would be good. Acuria would probably be a good choice. Spinal Reaper, Bone Reaver's Edge. Yeah, those are not really for me. Onslaught Girdle and 2 tier pieces. Honestly, not a lot of Death Knight tier has dropped. 2-hand Frost or Unholy if you get a Spinal Reaper. I don't think I would bid on a Spinal Reaper. Someone asked me to link my Rune Weak Aura. I think I can do that. It might be a big click, though. Did I send that correctly? I don't think I can. I don't think the message is sending properly. I tried. Oh, shit, here we go. Boss time. Oh, shit, I don't have my food buff. It's too late for that. Okay. We gotta go, 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 go. Are we trying to polymorph stuff? That would probably be a good idea. Gotta let other mobs get away first. Okay, that's not happening. This is just a full AoE blast fest. So I'm prioritizing Owling Blast over Obliterate when it's available. I'm trying to spread diseases a lot. They're eventually going to gain Spell Reflect or Damage Reflect, and that's going to be a problem. That's a Reflect. They have a buff. I'm stopping. I don't know which type it is. Magic Reflection. Okay, so we can Obliterate. Magic Reflection is done. Maybe I should just change target. Oh, they have damage reflect up right now. Yeah, I should definitely not hit when they're doing that. Waiting, waiting. All right, we're good. Back in it. Oh, a tank is dead. I am dead. We're all dead. Are they reflecting spells? Yeah, they sometimes get a temporary buff that makes them reflect spells, and other times they get a temporary buff that makes them reflect physical attacks. Alright, hopefully we can get a Divine Intervention, Resurrection or something. Yeah, okay, this guy's DI'd, he's a paladin, he can res. Nice. Alright, you know what time it is then. While we wait for the whole group to recover from the wipe, we pop open the chat, see if we can translate what's being said. Most recent message. Yeah, Daniellos, I was sometimes stopping attacking them when they had the reflection buff up. Whenever I noticed it was up, I was stopping attacking. Can't afford to lose even a bit. Feign Death worked. see. T question mark. Why are you using ChatGPT? Because when I use Google Translate, people ask me why I'm not using ChatGPT. And when I use ChatGPT, people ask me why I'm not using Google Translate. So I hope that answers your question. Let's see. Tanking 8 mobs is normal. I agree. They want to fine me 200? No chance. Don't believe it. Check the log. Wait, this guy's getting fined? Wait, did the Warlock friendly fire? Oh my god, are there logs for the fines? I think there is a raid fines section in the PUG add-on. Throwing seeds isn't dying slowly, it's instantly wiping half the raid continuously. Let's check friendly fire. Wait. He death coiled himself a few times. Wait, the Warlock isn't on the friendly fire. Damage taken. Damage shield. Yeah, I don't think Seed of Corruption, as far as I could tell, Seed of Corruption doesn't look like it was killing us. Uh-oh. Hunter's running in. Oh, they stopped. Oh, now they have pulled. Why are they doing this? Okay, I'm not sure why that happened. That's a minus 200 gold. That's a minus 200 gold for sure. And now they're trying to run away instead of just dying. Jesus Christ. Please just die instead of running away. Please. Oh no. What on earth is going on? Can a hunter still kite a domo ad in Wrath? I believe you can do that. Alright, let's get some translates going. Scuff level. This is now at a 10 of 10 scuff level. Why are you running? Speed boost is coming. Oh, look, we got the ... in chat. I don't need to translate that one. Fine him 200, angry face. And probably fine 100 off of the people that chose to just run away and delay the time even more. Focus on the 4 quickly. Is this DI even gonna last? It has 2 minutes remaining. They actually have to die quickly or the divine intervention won't go. Like, if they keep trying to, like, what is even going on? Are they trying to run out of the instance or something? There's respawns in the front. They can't run out of the instance. This shit is cooked. Okay? This might be... Golemagg might have been the last boss we kill. Don't enter the dungeon. It's like wasting a whole wave of attacks. Yeah, I don't know what the hell the hunter was doing walking up there. Who ran off again? Yeah, like they understand. There's some people in here that understand you shouldn't be running away in this situation. Oh, here they come. Give up for now. Jesus, there's 22 seconds left on the divine intervention. It's actually not going to last. Can this paladin DI again? Please? Oh my god, 7 seconds and they reset. We had 7 seconds on that divine intervention before it was over. And now there are people who are dead halfway through the instance. Are we really gonna run back and res those people that ran away? I don't think so. All right, let's see. Evaluation, reconciliation, wish list, tables. We might be able to find a section where it's like fines, billing chat. It might be like bills, valuation, wish list, gear library, tables. Number of people who share money, wages per capita, bills, income, expenses, sold, notification of aborted gear, communicate spending rankings, no spending, notification of arrears, killing blows, time spent. All right, we got rest. I'm pretty sure there's a section here that has fines. But I'm thinking I'm just not seeing it. I don't know how to find it. This says, when someone in your team reports a bill, you can select the bill to reconcile it. Other people's bills will be automatically... Okay, yeah. Okay, I see. I can't, I'm not sure I can find the right thing. Okay, Flask. I came in here with 5 Flask of Endless Rage, assuming that would be enough. We've used 4. I did not expect to use 4. Let's translate some more chat. Is there anything from the raid leader being said? Because if there's raid leader messages, those are the most important. I have to translate them. Because the raid leader, what they say is most important. This guy says, boss something. The corpses that died at the boss's feet, go ahead and pull them. Don't wait for 9. I don't know exactly what that means. Let's see. We still need to settle accounts. Once this is done and we run over, it'll be almost maintenance time. Jesus, I mean, legitimately the odds, they're saying we need to, like, bid out the final items and pay people. And we have to do that before the server shuts down. This foreigner is really going all out just for the stream. Dude, I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best to make the group be successful. I hope they're not implying that I'm, like, throwing intentionally. I don't know. Maybe that could be the implication. Issue the fine. That be just now. I don't know what that means. Mycia says, loving this. Dude, I'm having a lot of fun. I'm trying my best to make the great group successful. Obviously, we are struggling. But I'm having a lot of fun. Being slow. He's died more times than I have in an entire month. They are roasting this guy. I mean, was it which? I don't know which hunter it was. There's 3 hunters. I think. Which hunter was it? This one? It definitely wasn't the dwarf. It was one of the night elves. Or this guy. EEWRTG. Or this one. Yeah, I see. Okay, I don't know. You could match it. If you looked back at the picture from the last, the stream clip, you could see which one it was. They were clearly in camera, but I don't remember exactly which one it was. Okay. I have aspect of the pack on. I have my food buff. I have my flask buff. I mean, maybe this is an Army of the Dead situation to help out with the ads. But it might hinder the Paladin's ability to generate threat if the ads are being taunted onto an Army of the Dead all the time. I mean, I wonder if we just had all 5 Death Knights do Army of the Dead at the start. Like, surely that's gotta help, right? That many armies. Alright, the tank is moving up. Keeping a cautious distance. He popped a shield thingy. I think we're getting ready to go here. Okay. Okay, here we go. Round 3, 2? What are we calling this? Technically, round number... Oh, it's damage reflect right now. I can do spells during damage reflect. Okay. It's damage reflect again, stopping. Ooh, I don't even have Death and Decay on my action bar. I should probably have that on my action bar. Ooh, oh, please don't die, please don't die. I'm backing away. Anti-magic shell. Okay. This would be a good Death and Decay situation, but it's not regularly part of my Frost rotation, so I kind of just got to put it up. Oh, that's Spell Reflect? Oh, I just Spell Reflected a Pestilence? No, it didn't happen. It didn't happen. I didn't actually Spell Reflect a Pestilence. Oh, I think the Majordomo tank just died. That's another reflect. It's spell reflect. Maybe pestilence can't be reflected. Now it's damage. Oh, no. Okay, okay, we're wiping again. Dang it. Ooh, boy. Ashes to ashes. Looks like we have no resurrection. The hunter is alive because they feign death, but this guy is not alive. What's the plan here? Ashes to ashes, finds to finds. Is this a release and run back angle? I don't know if we have like a soul stone or an Ankh. Look at friendly fire damage. Yeah, he did a lot of targets, mostly himself. So I think this Death Knight just doesn't understand the damage reflection thing. He just seems to be blasting spells into himself on the reflex. Okay, this seems like it's a run back angle. I'm gonna run back. We got a few people zoning in. Which means we have to clear mobs from the start because there's some trash at the start. I mean, it could be a raid over situation. Alright, let's translate some chat. Ultra Unk says, "Nee, how's it going?" Well, we might fail to clear this Molten core. If you can't get up, we'll have to come out and clear the trash again. Yeah, that's true. Do have to clear the trash again. Do we still need to clear the trash? Yes. The answer is yes. Can't get up. Forgot to bind the rock too. That's maybe they're talking about the soul stone. That's the warlock speaking. So I think maybe the soul stone, they forgot to bind the rock. Am I ready? I think this maybe is a vote to, like, keep trying or call the raid. I'm pressing ready. I was born ready. Let's translate some more recent chat. What do we have here? I already said, what do we do if the final boss drops an orange hammer? I mean, you bid it out. But it seems like killing Ragnaros is maybe not in play here. Like, not an option. Trash mobs have respawned. That guy thinks we're getting to Rag. Yeah, that's not happening. Consider it impossible to pass. I would agree. Salamander, scale pants bidding. If we don't wipe, we can still make it. He's a believer. Protector, protector. I don't think there's any more tier tokens that dropped for my class. There was a bracer and 2 belts, and they all went a little more expensive than I wanted to spend, and then I don't think any other Vanquisher pieces dropped. Seems like we might be bidding out the last of the loot and calling it. That might be what's happening here. I have no idea how much gold we lost on this run today. I don't know either. Normally we wouldn't lose this much. True. Someone bought the protector shoulder. Do I still have to walk back? Yeah, probably. Conqueror crown, not Vanquisher crown. What's the other item? Protector crown, again, not a Vanquisher crown. It's this message, the CD message. You should use the orange hammer in the first few cooldowns. Yeah, that would be nice. Conqueror, blaster shot, protector, conqueror. I wonder if, like, our Warcraft logs are up. Let me see. Wonder if it's being live logged. Lucifron. Oh, okay, the raid is here. Wait, this might be a log started by someone who left. Because Lucifron is the only... Jesus Christ, so now my only log is a Lucifron kill where I died in the first 4 seconds and parsed a 2. That's not good for me. Because I did actually okay on a lot of the other bosses. Not so much on that one. Why don't you log yourself? Because it's annoying, so I don't do it. And I don't really actually care that much. 2 is not bad. It's not the worst I could possibly do. You know, it's not a 1. Blacklisted? Yeah, I guess so. Let's see what this says. We were supposed to finish in 2 hours, but with 3 hours left, I could go farm cloth, 300 to 400 gold per hour. Jesus. I mean, he's not wrong. This was not exactly a good gold farm raid. Whoops, I didn't mean to click that. Conqueror, Sorceress Dagger. Honestly, in all my time playing WoW, I've never repaired gear this expensive. Yep. I just have a knack for finding these raids, you know? God, I had such a good time. Raid leader is saying something. This is a item link. The brackets make me think it might be an item link. Unsold summon fire leggings. Yeah, that makes sense. Those legs suck. First negative income GDKP. I doubt it's negative. But it ain't gonna be much. Use the rubber. Context dependent, could refer to a consumable item in game called rubber. Uh-huh. Maybe they're saying that someone's dad should have used a rubber instead of them being born. Maybe that's what they're saying. Because they were performed so badly in this raid. Could that be it? Or is that too harsh? That's probably too harsh. Probably telling them to use a rubber so they don't procreate. Do not continue the lineage, says Theatrum. Yeah. Raid leader, aren't you going to upgrade? Wait, someone's mad that the raid leader's not bidding on a upgrade, apparently. Aren't you going to upgrade the 158 hands to 213? If the price doesn't drop, raid leader, you'll have to trade the unsold loot to unrelated classes. What's this guy asking? Is the priest a foreigner too? I think they're referring to Mr. Cheeto Priest here. Probably yes. Let's see if we could do damage done. Overall data. Yeah, I don't think I made it to the top. Hunter is still in the group. Other Hunter. Is this guy still in the group? This Unholy Death Knight? Are they in the group? Is it this guy? Is it this guy? I think it's this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 characters. Yeah, that guy's still in the group. And a Moonkin right here. Yeah, okay, still in the group. So I'm number 5. So I'm probably not getting a bonus DPS payout. But I'm probably not getting, like, screwed out of a payout for underperforming either. I think I did all right. All right, they're still talking about this 158 to 213 situation where this guy's not, like, bidding on something that's an upgrade, so they're upset, I think. How are you going to pull with 182 next time? Yeah, I think they're just upset with that guy. He's like, whatever. Maybe he ran out of gold. Maybe he doesn't have any gold left to bid. You know, that could happen. Go ahead and buy the... They're really just, like, getting upset with this guy for not buying the gloves, I guess. Maybe he just wants to get them for free in Vault of Archivon, because you can get them from Vault of Archivon. Wait, Cheeto Priest doesn't have any clothes on anymore. Why is that? That's not appropriate for being inside of Molten Core, dude. You need all your armor on to protect from the elements. Most recent raid chat message is this. Conqueror gloves are being bid again. Alright, let's just double check again that none of this stuff is stuff we want. Can't use it. Can't use it. Intellect, not for me. Intellect, also not for me. Why is this a minimum of 1,000 for magma tempered boots? Is that right? Salamander scale. Paladin, Rogue, Shaman. So is this the guy that they're upset with? Yeah, he's got this, and he's not bidding on that. Yeah, this is the same guy that was complaining before. He's gonna pop off and be very upset, I think. Personally, I don't really care that much. I think you probably should bid on things that are upgrades. But, like, everyone already has the gloves. Oh, does he, like, did he get a glove token earlier? And, like, hasn't been able to turn it in yet? That would definitely explain the situation. If he had a glove token from earlier. Alright, they just posted up the payout. It looks like we're getting a payout of 564 gold. Yep. So the way they do the payouts, they trade 5 payouts worth of gold to one person from each group, and then that person is expected to trade 4 payouts worth of gold to each individual, one each payout to each other person in the group. So it just, you could distribute faster rather than having every individual person trade the raid leader one at a time. Gold is easy in Wrath, just walk into Karazhan with Fell Striker. Well, you can't do that because Karazhan is closed. It's one of the many raids, you know, that got, you know, is going to be scaled up for Titan Reforge to a level 80 raid, so you can't go into any level 70 version of it. Anyone scammed the raid yet with that payout system? Not that I've seen. Although there was one person in one of my other guilds that didn't understand that's what they were trying to do and just like got the 5x payout and then left the group, which was kind of funny. But then very quickly they were informed of what was supposed to happen and they rejoined the group and distributed the gold to everyone. So like it worked out. It ended up being okay, but they at first did not understand what was happening. All right, now it's actually a little bit higher payout because they kicked out the hunter who was offline. So we're getting 587. Our Wrath Onyxia raid open? Do you know? I don't think so. But I didn't look. I didn't try to go zone into it. Any good loot for the DK today? No, actually, very few things dropped. There were 2 belt tokens and 1 bracer token. But they went kind of expensive, and I was like, I'm just gonna save my, you know, gold for later stuff, because I don't have a lot of gold. You know, like, the bracer went for 1,000 gold for a bracer token. So I thought that was a little rich for me. And then nothing else dropped. There were no Vanquisher, glove, shoulder, leg. There was a Vanquisher boot, I think, but it went for like 900. So I passed on that. You know, maybe I didn't, you know, should have spent a little more, but oh well. We performed reasonably well. There weren't a whole lot of Vanquisher drops. No Brutality Blade. But I'm just happy we got the raid in, you know. Ragnaros died? No. We failed to kill Majordomo and didn't even engage Ragnaros. Alright, what is happening now? This guy is typing an essay. Are we getting paid? We're getting paid. 587 gold. Okay, that's the payout. Let me see if I can get a nice translation. Say, thank you for inviting me to this group. We struggled. How do I say this in a way that's going to translate well? We struggled together and did the best we could. Translate to simplified Chinese. It's gonna translate scuffed either way. Yeah, but I think, like, there's some ways, like, I could choose certain words instead of certain other words. And it might be a little bit better. The druid are judging the leader for not buying items. Yeah. I see that. They were talking about that a lot. DPS something? Is this guy asking? This is one of the high damage dealer payout players. Maybe he's asking for like the DPS bonus cut. Someone's whispering me raid leader is fucker. Look, I had a good time. Who's the DPS? Maybe they're asking like who's the top damage dealer for the payout. You get like bonus if you're the top damage dealer. Who's the DPS filler? Alright, I think it's time to go. We did get whispered something. We have to translate what this whisper is. Let's see. This one. What is this message? Are you a streamer? Oh, yes. Twitch.tv/Simonize show. Can you translate back what ChatGPT told you just for the lulz? Yeah, let's see. This. Alright, if we double back on the translation, what do we get? Thank you for inviting me to this group. We worked hard together and did our best. So it's not exactly what I typed. We struggled together and did the best we could. Doesn't seem that bad. I mean, I don't know if that's actually what it means in Chinese. You know, like, I don't know if the Chinese end of that translation is good or if ChatGPT is just telling me the same thing that I told it, you know. All right, we got another message. Got to translate this. Lied both times? What do you think it meant, Theodrim? Do you want me to show the text again? I'll follow you. Can you invite me to the guild? I think I can G-invite. Yeah, okay. What's he say now? They're talking that the raid leader ninja looted the gear. Raid leader is a gear hoarder full of junk and won't buy any gear. Oh. Okay, I understand. So, like, there were some unsold items and maybe he was not supposed to keep them? I'm not sure what's really supposed to happen with unsold items like that. But, like, if no one's bidding on... Like, what do you do with those? DE and sell the disenchant mats? Yeah, I suppose. But, like, you know... This is like 15 minutes before the server resets. I can't be too picky, you know? I'm happy we got into a raid and we're able to do it. DE mats all go into the pot. Host cut, bid out the pot. That's what's supposed to happen with GDKPs. Yeah, it's true. But, oh well. Oh well. We tried to get a raid, you know, literally, 6 hours before the server reset. And, yep, 8 out of 10 is better than 0 out of 10 in the end. That's exactly right, Theodrim. And I'm pretty sure 500 gold is more than it cost me in consumables. by a large margin. Stranger Than Myth says that's the most cursed Chinese GDKP I've seen so far for sure. I just have a talent for picking good raids. Go again after reset. We could. Is the Titan good? I have fun with it. I'm having a lot of fun. Chinese GDP is 100% payout with no leader cut for Molten Core at least. Yeah, I've heard that said before. Wants to summon you to Molten Core. Okay, I guess. What? Am I getting more? I already got a payout. What? 100 gold. Wait, is this like a DPS bonus or something? Okay, I'll take 100 gold. I'm not complaining about 100 gold. DPS bonus? Yeah, okay, nice. Let me see. T/TY. Thank you. Oh yeah, he messaged me. DPS. We got a DPS bonus. How about that? Top 5 damage overall according to my meter. But this may not be exactly right. Team player 2 interrupts. Yeah, let's look at Sulfuron interrupts. Simonizer, we got 2 interrupts. 5 interrupts out of 2. What? Overlaps? 2. Total casts 7. 2 overlaps. 5 successful interrupts is what it's showing. Yeah, okay. We did good. Alright, now my Hearthstone's on cooldown. So I guess I'm doing... Oh, wait. Are they doing a portal? Oh, they're doing a teleport. Okay, that's fine. We can go to Acarus the Ebb and Hold.